Alright, y'all. It is Wednesday night. And lo and behold, I'm not doing any world building, but I am trying to finish painting some minis. So I'm doing some touch up on the Dragon Turtle at the moment, so that I can get him finished up. Got a little bit of touch up on the underside of the side ridges. Let's get that down in there. Alright. Same for the other side. Alright. Let's take a look at his limbs. See what we need to touch up there. Got a couple of little white specks showing here and there I want to touch up. And then I want to do those cranial spots tonight. Let's touch him up a little bit. So I called Philly, or actually messaged Philly today to confirm my rooms. My room, singular. It's the suite. Oh, hey, how's it going, Draxus? I am trying to finish up this Dragon Turtle tonight. So I'm getting ready for the countdown to PAX. I got to get my car in the shop since I am driving it. I want to make sure that everything is in good mechanical shape. I need to get my transmission serviced and probably going to have to put 2 tires on to make this trip, but be that as it may, I'm going to get all that done here before the end of November. So I played phone tag with the dealership today, so I didn't really get anything done, accomplished as far as scheduling, but I will try again tomorrow. Okay, let's take a look at his head. All right. Now I'm having the problem of where to touch so that I don't touch wet paint. I can already see the tip of the tail is going to be one of those places not to touch. Let's bump him by a talon here. What is it, Mama Dog? Huh? What is it, my girlie? Huh? Are you wanting some attention? Is that the whole issue? And Daddy's talking to the camera instead of talking to you. Okay, I'm content with the touch-ups there. I do have some spots. Yeah, it's coming up quick. It's the first weekend in December, so I'm excited. The only bad or downside is because we're driving, we're not going to make it in before Matt Mercer from Critical Role does his Friday evening program. But he's not really talking D&D, he's talking their game Daggerheart. So I don't feel like I'm missing a whole lot. To me, it smells more like a marketing session than anything else. And so, but the rest of the time I'll be there getting my game on. So the other nice thing about driving it instead of flying is we can pack all the equipment I want to take with me. So whereas when you're on a plane, that's damned inconvenient dragging a laptop with you. Okay. I've already touched a wet paint spot and acquired some wet paint on my hand. And I just looked down and painted my shirt. I'm hella messy tonight. Okay. Let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to flip him on his toes. There we go. I'm going to do the forest green in the center of the shell here real quick. It has some spots that need to be addressed. And then I think it'll be time to do something about his cranial ridges, which I'm going to have to get that magnifier light down in here and go nuts with it. So okay. Don't think I'm going to need a lot of that, which is good because it's semi-clogged up. Okay. I feel like I need to spin him around a little bit to get the lighting a little different. Okay. I think that will do for what I'm wanting to do with his back. So one of the two of the sites that I was looking at that had Monster Hunter stuff was Cults, CULTS 3D.com. That is a 3D resource site. And they had some stuff for Monster Hunter. They had monsters. They had a couple of blades. So check those out and see what you can find that you like. And then we'll figure out a date and time to print it and put it together. And you can paint it and do all that fun stuff. I want to say there was some stuff, not on my mini factory, which is where I get a lot of my miniatures from. Other than Cults 3D, was it? It might have been on Thingiverse. So check those sites out. Just do a Google search for Monster Hunter 3D print and see what you come up with. Okay, so I'm looking at these cranial ridges along the horn. Oh, this is going to be fun to handle this without handling this. I'm going to get this light down in here. I want to do these dots, and I think I want to do them in that. Was that done in, no, that wasn't done in that color. Was it done in hide? I don't think it was done in hide either. It looks like it was done in Morghast bone. Okay. So I'm going to get a really fine pointed brush out here for touching these. And pardon me while I pluck a husky hair off his head. Okay, and then I want a really fine point brush. And God knows I am not the steadiest hand on the planet at doing this kind of stuff. So you're going to see me bracing one hand with the other here to get this the way I want it. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, do some digging, find something you like, let me know, shoot me a link. Just DM me on Twitch, or, you know, I'll get you my email address. It's real easy. It's brian@huskyhouserpgs.com. This might be a job for the magnifying lens I bought for my eyes to do this kind of fine detail work. I hadn't broke it out yet. I put it together. It's in the other room. Translation, it's sitting on my dining room table. And I am not left-handed, so okay. Okay, we're going to spin him around a little bit more here so I can get the dots on this side of his head. Okay, let me take a look at this. Do not roll, paintbrush. Okay, he's got some additional that I need to touch in the central. Let's spin him around again. Okay. I kind of spattered those and did not mean to. Okay. Let's get him moved around a little bit more. I want to see something along this lip. There we go. Now, I think the lower portion of that horn, I'm going to do in the darker green of his back shell as an accent. Okay. I got his eyes. I need to touch his eyes a little more to get a little more yellow in there. Alright, so let's take a look at these ridges. Let me throw this brush over in here. I want a small, thick brush for these ridges where I'm about to touch. And oh Lord, I hear my girl dog in there getting started with somebody. So what I want to do, I don't know about that. Alright, let's do the underside of that ridge. And then it also means I've got to touch the back side of it. Alright, I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm about to get my Hydra tail in this green paint, and that's going to piss me off, so. Alright. Okay. So that'll give him kind of like a dark flare there. you hear the doggies barking on the audio. That's why she's coming in here acting funny. Yeah, you hear them doggies? Is that it, girl? You hear them doggies? They upsetting you? Translates to Daddy might need to put some other audio on. Okay. Okay. A couple little touches here and there. Just to touch it up a little bit. Okay. Okie dokie. I think this is good for our dragon turtle. I like it. Let me throw this brush into clean. Let's turn him around a couple of times here and make sure I'm happy with the nails. I might have to do some tweaking around them a little bit. Eh. Oh, shit. So look there. He's got those same dimple marks under his jaw as he has on top of his head. Okay. So we get to do that again. Okay, spin him around a little bit. Ah, and I just jabbed him in the chin, and I didn't mean to. Okay. I feel comfortable with that side. Let's spin him around and get the other side of his under chin, and then I will fix that blob of paint right there that I dropped on his chin by being clumsy. Okay, need a little more paint on the brush. Okay. Let's flip him this way and look at that chin again from the other side. Looks good. I see one I missed. All right. Hey, girly. What you doing? Huh? Let's fix that chin blob. Right there. Okay. I feel pretty good about the Dragon Turtle. Just want to put a little more yellow in his eyes. So let's get that out. And then we will move on to finishing touches on the Hydra tonight. Ugh. Okay, I need another really pointy fine point brush. There we go. Okay. I think that will help tremendously with the accent of the eyes. All right. There we go. All right. I feel pretty confident our Dragon Turtle's a wrap. Other than I might put some wash on him in the next day or so. See a couple spots where I touched him. I'm going to fix those. Okay. And I might have a spot or two on the back of the tail to address. right. Okay. All right. We're going to call him a wrap. And then let's switch over to the Hydra so we can finish him up tonight. I'm going to push him to the back as best I can, as large as he is. He takes up quite a bit of desk real estate. And then the Hydra, we've got one head that we didn't get done, and the feet detail and the mouths. So, let's get out a brush. And go to town. Oh, so the resin, when you 3D print, the resin is still soft and tacky, and so you run it through a wash. And I have just a little container. It's a 3-liter container with a motor underneath it that spins it to circulate the water around the model, and that washes off the excess resin. I use a water washable resin instead of an alcohol washable resin, mainly because I don't want to just have a huge vat of alcohol in my house because of the toxicity, especially with the dogs. So you have to do what they call a wash and a cure. So you're going to wash the printed object when it comes off the printer to wash off the excess resin, to keep it from hardening and malforming what you printed. And then you're going to cure it, which is you're going to put it on a Lazy Susan that spins in a circle, and you're going to shine a UV light on that resin, and that UV light is what hardens it into a hard plastic. So up until the wash and cure process, anything you print has got a tacky, kind of sticky feeling to it from the resin on it. And so you wash off the excess resin, and then you cure the model to harden it. So it's a two-step process. Oh, not a problem. I had to learn all this myself to learn how to do it. So, and then I experimented with the standard resin, which you wash with alcohol, and then I experimented with water washable, and I decided I would rather go the water washable route for a safety perspective. Having a 3-liter vat of alcohol just sitting out in the house was a potential recipe for a dog getting sick or hurt, or, you know, catching the house on fire, or any number of things. Alcohol burns invisible, so it's not one of those things you want to mess with. Especially when you're dealing like an isopropyl that's like 90% for curing plastic. That stuff is no bueno. Okay. I got some neck spots I need to address. Trying to get these ridges good. Make sure I didn't miss any major spots on the necks. The thing has 6 heads and 6 necks. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. Especially when everything twists and turns around each other here. Okay. Let's see if we can do something about these feet. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Let me get over here and see if I can get these feet on this other side. Big old husky hair right there on the platform. Okay. get the inside of these legs, which is going to be a pain. Huh. There's some spots I'm not going to be able to reach with a brush. It just ain't happening. Can I hit them from the other side? Probably no better than I can from this side. Another Husky hair. Occupational hazard of being a Husky owner. Alrighty. Alright. Yep, this base color, I'm going to need some more of it the next time I go to the game store. Definitely. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about the base coat on the Hydra now. That needs to dry to some extent. And then I need to get into them filthy little mouths. Black mouths, white teeth, red eyes. Yep, that works for me. Let's see, coal black, where are you? Right here. Okay. A short, wide brush ought to do it for these mouths. Oh, this brush is wanting to be messy. Getting into these mouths. Yep, this brush is fixing to go in the garbage. That's why I buy more. Let's get a different brush. Okay. Wow, we've made a mess. But it's okay, because we can paint over, right? Alright. So, are we going to do the Hydra's spikes in a different color? That does bear some thought process. And I just found a section of neck that did not have paint on it. Of all places, right there. Yeah, because this black paint is wet, I don't think I can touch up around it where it's, yeah, it's still too wet to do anything with. Hmm. Ah! Yeah, still too wet to do anything around the mouths. We'll have to let that go until that dries. Let me take a look at my feet. Can I reach a couple of spots on a foot? Actually, I can. Perfect. Okay. Woof. Alright, I think other than coming back and doing the tongues after that black dries, which will probably be a Thursday night off-stream project, I think we're at a stopping point on the Hydra. Got to do the tongue in each head, and then the teeth, and then if I'm going to color the spikes differently, I got to do that. I'm looking to see where I might need to do some touch-ups yet. color's looking pretty uniform, so I'm really happy with that. That one's still got a little bit of wet black on its head. But I can't do anything with it until it dries. So move the spiders. Alright. I think that's going to be it for the Hydra. You know what? It's only 8:50. Alright, man. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I think maybe I want to touch on the shambling mound tonight while the Hydra dries. Hey Siri, turn off the chandelier. Alright, let's grab the shambling mound. Here we go. Now he needs to be several shades of brown because he consists of tree roots and vines and other vegetation. What do y'all think? Excuse me. I'm thinking Hydra brown fits in there. I'm thinking dark golden brown, light golden brown. Let's see what we got. See, that dark golden brown looks a little reddish to me. There, maybe mixing it helped. Alright, let's throw some dark golden brown on this dude for a start. We're going to use it as his base, and then we're going to come back and do the lighter colors as highlights off of that base. Why is this not wanting to open up? Okay, this paint nozzle is fried. There we go. Let's grab a big old brush and go to town to get his base color on, huh? This is a dark golden brown. to give us a good base coat for our shambling mound. All right. One shambling mound. Perfect. That gives him a good base coat. Hey, girly. Oh, my girly. So that way we get the Dragon Turtle done for sure tonight. We get the Hydra carried forward. And we get the shambling mound started. What else we got we want to paint tonight, girl? I think we're going to wrap it up because we're tired. It's only been an hour, but I got to be up at 4 a.m. to go to Houston tomorrow, so I think I'm going to call it, call it a day too. So, but appreciate everybody tuning in tonight and hanging out with me, especially Drexus, and give him a shout out. He's streaming, looks like Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then some weekends. I'll have to check his schedule. I think he's streaming almost every night. Where's my rodent? Let's see. Let's check his schedule real quick just to see. So yeah, he's streaming, it looks like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Typically at 7:30 p.m. except for Thursdays, he's 8:30 p.m. So check him out. And other than that, you know, I will see you in a few days. Friday night is D&D night as a DM for me at Gamers Grove, and then Saturday as a player. So next